call me the Saxmaniac. Go figure. So my sister is Susie. You can check her out at SUESOUCY, Susie. Hope I spelled that right. All one word.com. I'll put a link up on it. Sue is my sister. She's an internet marketing guru, and she said, if you want to get people to know what you're all about, then make videos. And I said, well, I'm all about saxophone. So here goes. Anyway, I was out here at my little cottage here, little lake here near the Canada-U.S. border. I spent a lot of my time around there. Canada mostly, that's where I live most of the time. A lot of the time in Mexico with my Mexico guys. So we're all about the saxophone. Here I am with my saxophone. This is a tenor. It's a cannonball called a Stone Series Big Bell, and it's got all these stones here where a lot of people have plastic, or some of the people use a abalone shell or something that's like some kind of semi-precious stone, and there's one here which helps balance when your air's going through the neck and bounce off that thing. Makes some gurgly sounds, right? But the main thing about a saxophone is blowing air. You're vibrating a little reed with your air blowing from you. So everything that you're all about, all your emotion, all your life experiences, all your training, playing scales on a saxophone. And I always recommend playing scales. And I suggest you mix them up, add to the scale. I find it's boring just to play it. Although, you know, if you're just starting out and you're new and everything, and that's what you're all about, that's good. But at the end of the day, it's all about tone quality. It's all about how your air is going through there, blowing through your reed. So take a nice note and a low C, say. And just to get the feel of it, at different dynamics. I'm not very quiet dynamic player. I use a thick reed, about a 3.5. It's a synthetic Leger reed. Highly recommend. I'm going to do a reed test one of these days on a later video. And I've got an auto link 7-star like John Coltrane used. So you get the, every person has his own sound, how the air is going, how your jaw's moving, this and that. So if you have a mouthpiece like Coltrane, you can hear how you're coming from the same place, but you play sound differently, right? So each sax player has his own unique sound, and that's the thing you really want to develop your own feel, as it were, on the horn. Feel your low B flat. Your instrument in your sound is only as good as the low B flat, your lowest note. Some of the horns have a low A, the Barry, some old Selmer alto stuff. But get in tune with your lowest sound, and you can see that way also if everything's closing up on your sax, so you can get a nice. Practice that more, obviously. I'm a big proponent of do what I say and not what I do, but so I'll be working on that. Always, you know, make sure everything's working first. How many times you gone and played your sax and your G sharp sticking, closed, low, E flat is you're late, and a C sharp, obviously, look, it's stuck. So always have those dialed in. I know there's better products on the market these days. The Kangaroo pads are supposed to be good. I think I've tried them out in the shop, but I've never really played on them. This and that. Okay, so sax is working, and you're blowing, and moving your fingers, warm up, and do your thing. And also they say practice like at least a half hour or hour a day. That is a recipe for failure. So whatever you do, don't try to practice half an hour a day. What you should do is shoot for 5 minutes a day, because at the 5-minute mark, be like, wow, oh, I'm already finished. Well, I'll stretch it out to 7 minutes. Then I'll feel like I've overachieved my target. And then eventually you start like, hey, this is fun. I want to play more. And you're not just playing, timing yourself. God, how many times, like, I would be supposed to be practiced a whole week for a lesson, or like the day before a lesson, oh God, I got to practice like an hour, or I got to practice 3.5 hours the last day because I took every day half hour I was supposed to practice, right? So anyway, set your own practice schedule. Get your low B flat dialed in. And there's like 8 fingers active on like a dozen or so different keys that I'm not sure the combinations, but it should be in the thousands. So I'm always kind of looked at. Anyway, that's just kind of my introductory. Welcome to Saxmaniac, saxophone stuff on Facebook, whatever. We'll just keep, all about sax. And I got to go to my tennis game, so it's been lovely talking to you people out there in Internetville, and we'll see you soon on saxophone stuff. And we'll stop.